Good morning, Brookville. It is another beautiful Friday.
And we're glad you could join us for another episode of BTV.
On November 2nd, Donald Trump's Twitter was deactivated by a rogue employee around 6:15 p.m. and was seen to be activated again by 7 p.m. Trump's account was disabled for 11 minutes to stop the deactivation from happening again. Safeguards were created to protect the president's personal account.
19-year-old rising star Alicia Black was a tennis prodigy before her hip gave way. She had torn some of her lower abdominal muscles in 2015, which required surgery. After the surgery, her hip never properly healed and she was unable to play, which resulted in the loss of financial earnings on her tour for tennis. People heard about her financial struggles due to having to pay for rehab and surgeries and started donating money. Black raised $40,000 through an internet campaign, GoFundMe. This is helping cover all her expenses and helped her get back on tour. A gunman entered the First Baptist Church of Sutherland Springs, Texas around 11:30 a.m. on Sunday, November 5th, killing 26 and putting 19 more in the hospital. This is the largest mass shooting that has ever happened in the house of worship in the United States. The number of casualties may have been more if not of the help of Stephen Wilford, who lived nearby to the church. He was able to shoot, distracting the gunman, eventually driving him out of the church. The shooter, Devin Kelly, was dishonorably discharged from the Air Force, convicted of abusing his wife and stepson, and even broke out of a mental health facility, raising the question of how he was able to attain a firearm in the first place. However, the incidents never occurred on his record and never showed up on his background check, allowing him to legally purchase the weapon.
The art department has recently been featured on the news for participating in the Virginia Department of Transportation's Paint a Plow program. Brookville's designs featured a giant pink mouth with large, sharp teeth. Be sure to look for this monster art on snowy roads this winter.
On Tuesday, November 7th, elections for local and state governmental positions took place around Virginia. In the race for governor, Democrat Ralph Northam won over Republican candidate Ed Gillespie and independent candidate Chris Hyra. In the Campbell County Timberlake District, Susan Hogg won over her opponent Mike Russo for the Board of Supervisors, and Barbara Ripkema won over her opponent John Kinchin for the open school board seat.
On November 2nd, the annual Monster Mash Party hosted by the Foreign Language Clubs took place in the new gym, opening its doors for high school and middle school students that belong to one of the three clubs. The night started with the free food, candy, and music, all provided by the school. Several games were played, including the Stomping on Balloons Challenge and Running with an Egg. At the end of the night, the Spanish Club won the title for Monster Mash Champions, defeating the French and Latin Club teams. Congratulations, Spanish Club.
Last Friday, the Bees battled against LCA and won with a score of 42-41 in overtime. This was the first time we played the Bulldogs. Along with an intense game, it was Hope Night. We sold t-shirts to help raise money for breast cancer awareness, and the football team pinked out to support the community. Indoor track, swimming, dive, and basketball are now in full swing for winter sports. A huge shout out to our very own Hannah Young for achieving every high school athlete's ultimate goal of receiving a full ride scholarship to Kent State University. Don't forget to come out tonight to support the Brookville football team in our playoff game against Rustburg at 7. Don't forget, since this is a playoff game, the ticket price will be $7 and student IDs will not be valid for entry.
Here are a few events happening in the Burg this weekend. The famed opera, Don Giovanni, is being put on by the Opera on the James this weekend. Show dates are this Friday at 7:30 and Sunday at 3. Student tickets are only $12.
There is also a Veterans Day parade happening downtown this Saturday. Come out and show your support for the veterans and our community. And as always, head downtown on Saturday to check out the Lynchburg Farmers Market from 7 to 2.